Rich Rising, family. Rich Rising, and we are back with another video. Again, I'm Mr. Spiritual On, and I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel where we talk spirituality, law of attraction, and manifesting your best life. Like, you guys, this thing called manifestation, it is very for real. It is very for real. It can get you out of some dark places. You get what I'm saying? Like, it can get you from the bottom and you living on top, because certain things start to happen, as it did in my life, and I'm very grateful to the universe, and I just want to spread the good news to you all. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wish I would have found somebody that was on my level that can correlate these type of teachings and this type of information to me at a period of time in which I had needed it. So I hope that is you. And matter of fact, it is you, because you're a chosen one and you're watching this here channel. And I want to congratulate you for getting on this journey and finally saying, there's a point to all of this. I understand a little bit about what Long is saying. You get what I'm saying? But there's a point to all of this. And the point is you. We don't realize a lot of times that we are the most important people on this entire earth. The most important person in the room is you. When you carry that level of knowing, for one, it tweaks your confidence. Whenever you know thyself. And you know, we talk about this a lot with being in touch with your higher self and actually communicating with that end of the dimension, because you know now from the previous videos that I've dropped, you know now that your highest self exists in the future, and it exists in this thing called the vortex. And the vortex, aka the field, right? The field of multiple possibilities, multiple different realities, where a version of you that you see yourself to be really exists. That's the field. That's the vortex. You know, now everything is energy. You know this now because we talk about this a lot. And your higher self is predominantly energy. Right? So it's existing futuristically in a point of attraction in which you want to go. With that being said, that point of attraction gets stronger as you continue to work on yourself, working on your knowledge, working on your intellect, working on your body, working on just complete taking control of your whole entire life. When you make that choice, because God gives us free will, you know this now, again, you make that choice to say, I'm going to take over my life, my finances, my life is in my hand. You no longer become a victim in life. Then you start to search for different outcomes to become victorious. Y'all bear with me. You know, the Matrix always kind of trying to throw a loop into, you know, what we be having going on whenever I'm giving out the good news, but it's all good. We're going to keep it peak. So now you're stretching into different possibilities and different outcomes in which you can become in life. I know kind of like it's hard. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to figure out this here loophole in life. How do I get to that home, that brand new home that I want from here? I don't even know where to begin. But just that understanding that you don't know where to begin, that's when the universe sends you certain things. I don't know if we talked about this. We got different player characters in this here game, the Matrix. We got NPCs, non-player characters. We got HPCs, helper player characters, you know, the people that come into your life sometimes that got you the job, right? The people that come into your life sometimes that help you and you done made a whole lot of money from them people. Those are HPCs. They help you get along your path. And then you got A as an alpha, APCs, actual player characters, which is, you know, your higher self being the fan of the game and not actually entering the game. Those are APCs, but it's different characters in this here game that you should get to know. And your HPCs are people like me who've been to the bottom, who's been on the bottom, rose up his frequency to get to a certain level in a certain status in life. You get what I'm saying? So with that, now you know, kind of like people that come into your life, you always want to look for, why are you coming into my life? Why are you coming into my dimension? Like, do you have a key for me? Those keys unlock certain doors behind your eyeballs, right? And help you get to different possibilities in life. Those are HPCs. Oftentimes they have a key. I told you guys the story about me and my mentor. He had a key because he knew about credit, and he gave me a further understanding about credit. Like, you can't get into a particular home without a certain knowledge about credit. There's no way. You can't get into a $500,000 home with a 500 credit score. There's no way. You get what I'm saying? Like, the bank don't trust you. You got to have a certain level of trust, so the bank can invest in you, right? My mentor, he put me on that journey, which he had that key that unlocked that door, that eventually I got that home loan that I had wanted. He put me on that journey early on. And if I was completely not open to what he was talking about, then I wouldn't have been even in the status. Well, it would have took me longer. I wouldn't have been where I want to be and comfortable, you know what I'm saying, because he had that key. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people come into your lives that has keys. Not actual key, but knowledge is key. Wisdom is key. Experience is keys. Once you know better, you do better. That's a real saying. Those type of things that come into your life will open up different possibilities, and those possibilities has different outcomes. Trust me, you guys. Trust me. It was hard for me to find a loophole in the Matrix until I found Law of Attraction. Until I found Neville Goddard. Until I found Bob Proctor. Until I found Joe Dispenza and these different teachings to kind of let me know that I'm not going to forever bump my head. I'm not going to forever have a 500 credit score with a $200 car note. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a reflection of you. And I'm not knocking $200 car notes. You do what you do. But if you want to be cheap with yourself, then you are being cheap with life. And life is going to bring you those cheap ass things. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Everything is a reflection of you. Let me tell you, whenever I first got into my loft downtown, at first in my mind, I was thinking that it was very expensive because I never took the step to actually, saying, all right, until I got these teachings, but saying, all right, well, I'm gonna take my life in my hand and I'm gonna make this shit happen. I never took that awareness. So next thing you know, the universe started to bring a lot of different synchronicities and serendipities that it just paid for itself automatically. You get what I'm saying? Like, you create your life by taking those certain steps, by saying, I don't care what it costs. It's mine. If I want it, I'm going to get it. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't be cheap with yourself, because you cheating yourself out of life. When you have that level of, that's what it's called, level of faith. If you have a level of faith knowing that I can do this, I know how to do this, you got that level of faith, it just don't work itself out. I'm not going to say go completely live outside your means when you know you cannot afford it and you know that 100%. No, but you want to push yourself, because that pushing leads to growth. That makes any sense to you guys? So we know now that we exist in the shadow universe, right? Where our higher self is experiencing those things that we want. Our higher self is in the vortex having a good old time. And he's sending you, he or she is actually sending you those messages to oneself, aligning your chakras to go into the way that in which you want to go in life. A lot of things come into our fruition that don't serve us, and we spoke on that in the previous video, but we don't know how to let those things go. The biggest part about law of attraction and spirituality is detachment. When you're not attached to anything, like certain circumstances don't bother you, like that girl, she gone, that don't bother you, like, bye Felicia. Or, you know, that job is going and that don't bother you because you already straight financially. You like, all right, bye. It's just the job. I'll find me another one. Or your clients, they fall off sometimes and you're not super attached and you're not giving off that clingy, needy energy. Then you like, all right, bye. Trust me, I'll have more to come. That attitude that you don't need certain things, you don't have a clingy, needy attitude, that right there is the key to success. You are less attached. And when you detach yourself from the matrix tries to attach itself to you. It brings in all of those things that you want. It brings in more clients. You'll have 10 different job interviews in a week. You'll have a lot of different women pretty much grappling over you all the time. Or like, it doesn't matter. We can't take it with us. We need to have that understanding. So whenever you don't get attached to those things, guess what? It's almost kind of like whenever you're chasing a dog. When you chase a dog and you run fast at that dog, what does that dog do? It run away. But then you turn your back on the dog after you stop chasing it. What it's gonna do? Come sniff you. What's your problem? That's how you that's how you build up that big energy. When you know that I'm him. When you know that you him, it comes to you automatically. When you're not so attached. When you're not attached to money, it's the same thing. It comes to you automatically. And a lot of us don't know this. Money can't talk. But guess what? Money can hear you. That's the reason, another reason why I said it's not good to be cheap. Because how you view money, it's going to also view you like, are you looking at money like, I can't afford that, or nah, that's too much. For you, you're a king. That's too much for you. No, money can hear you. They say money don't grow on trees, and that's a lie. Because paper is wood, and wood is a tree. For me, that's my perspective. And when I mean money can hear you, that means that being that everything is consciousness, and we spoke on this before, everything is consciousness, right? Our trees consciousness. Even if you rip it apart, it's grass consciousness. Everything is consciousness. Everything is an extension of creation. What? Okay, money can't talk, but it can hear you, right? What do we have in our bodies that is similar to a piece of paper like money? Let you smoke that over for a second. Atoms. Molecular atoms is in that paper. So whenever you talking about money, are you talking in a state of lack? Or are you talking in a state of abundance like you mine anyways? How are you talking about it? Are you so attached and you nitpicky that you picking away your bread? Or are you in a state of abundance where you spending and money is circulating around you? What state are you in? Are you talking to that piece of paper the right way? Or what, are you saying, hey, I love you? Are you saying those type of things? You are mine. You belong to me. You are a part of me. Because we are all extensions of source. What are you saying to money? When people talk about money, do you cringe? Or do you just, you're right. See, these type of knowings will get you to a certain situation and a certain place in life. Are you attached to your woman so much or your man so much that you're giving off that clingy, needy energy that's pushing them away? Do you need that job so much that you stressing out at work like this? You about to have a heart attack. You about to have a heart attack, dog. Pull bite. It might be serious, but it ain't that serious. You the one that control this. Because that energy that you giving off is feeding off of you. That's the reason why it's so important to pay attention to your frequency. Are you in a state of abundance? Or are you in a state of lack? My brother, this one guy told me, oh, your car too expensive. You pay such and such. That's too expensive. Bruh, is you crazy? Bruh, my vehicle is an extension of me. You know how much money my car done made me buy? I drive a BMW. You know how much bread it done made me? It done paid for itself. You riding around in a $200 Jeep. Like, you guys, it's so important to pay attention what comes out of your mouth. You see I'm on here every single day, dropping these gems and dropping these videos, right? Have you guys heard me once talk about lack, need, or lower vibrational frequencies and entities that don't serve me? Ask yourself that. What comes out of Long's mouth? Everything is abundance. You know why? Because that's the state of being. And that's how I created my circumstance. The being creates the circumstance. The circumstance don't create the being. As I had stated before, it can enhance the being. These are real life facts. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. And remember, every message that I send it out of love. I got to shovel some snow today, you guys. It's snowing up here in SC, but it's beautiful. It's sunny out here, and I love it. Everything is coming to you guys this year, and I'm going to make sure it does, because we're going to keep you guys in tune and aligned on a very high vibrational frequency. So again, please pay attention to what vibrational frequency that you operate on throughout the day. You guys have the best day. I love you all. Peace.